knife, keeping an eye on my 3D printer, because the filament is almost out. So what I need to do is first get a tray here, things I need to gesso, and meanwhile keep a very close eye on my printer. This one is gessoed enough and can go sprayed because I'm going to spray it back. And I need to keep the very small ones in my sight. So I'm just going to do that into this part because these can be sprayed. Did I put the other ones that I still need to spray somewhere over here, or did I just, I guess I just put them away, but these can be gessoed. Backs are all going to be sprayed gold to save myself a lot of time. So there's a lot of things that I can, let's put them over here. Can spray paint. Coins, of course. There's a little bit of too much gesso over here, so I need to fix that. There's a little string over here. This needs a second coating considering all the stringing I need to remove, or needed to remove. I'm gonna just change it a little bit. This one is nice. And these can be spray painted. So that gives me at least a tray to work with. Yep. Where I can put all my gessoed characters. First, let's do the ones that need a little bit of fixing. Where is my knife? Here is my knife. While keeping a close eye on my 3D print. I do expect to run out of it very soon, so then I need to jump up and switch roles and actually be there. Too much gesso can be an issue. You need to make it a bit more flat with the gesso, but sometimes the gesso just builds up too much. A little string over here that I missed. It's also super hot. There we go. Does mean she needs a little bit of extra gesso. A little bit over here. And I need to take a couple more breaks because of drinking, because it's getting way too hot out here and hydration is important. Okay. And now I get an itch underneath my foot. Have to be careful not to cut myself because I'm very clumsy in that. And it's these corners. These corners just get a lot of gesso build up. And there was a string. Where did I miss the string? There was a string over here in the neck. I thought I saw another string. Oh. Well, that means this one's ready to paint. So that means the back can be spray painted. For my fingers. Okay. Now to get my what's it called again? Gesso. That was the word I was looking for. Decided on a new paintbrush that's going to be dedicated to it. There's my gesso stick. I made my gesso a little bit thinner by using a different white paint. That's very crappy for painting, so that's why I use it for gessoing. And then after this, Mika is ready for spray painting back. Jar can go a little bit away. I think I have about 10 rows a row left. And sure, I can gesso everything else that I de-stringed today and still need to do, but there is such a thing as space. I need to have space on my drying trays. I have 2 drying trays. I have more drying space, by the way, so don't worry about that. It's just I can't paint it all at the same time anyway, so how about taking it easy? There's a little stringing I missed. And I'm going to do the sides all gold. I have a gold marker for that. So no need to worry about that either. Doesn't need more extra gesso. Just going to do a little bit extra in the face. Where all the stringing was. Just to make sure it gets a little bit more flat, level. Just so that it isn't really for the leveling, but you know, it does help. I'm seeing most of the roll now. This was still my old printer. So will we have enough on the roll to finish this pair of wings? Because then we need, well, to start up another pair of wings. And I can print more at the same time as soon as I have a whole new roll. I have a great idea with chi and chi, or vrij en helder. Just making it a bit flatter. The paint, of course, will make it even more flatter, level it more. This one didn't need much, but you know. This one probably also doesn't need much, but just a little bit extra in the face to make it slightly more level. And I see I missed some stringing over here. I think we're going to make it with this pair of wings. Oh, almost missed her ear. Or, well, ear, is it an ear? A Persicon connection. And we're done with this pair of wings. See, it's very hard to guess or estimate how much filament you need for something. I'm going to let it cool down so it will be easier to remove. Is there a bit of stringing over here? Well, it's millimeters, so I always make my characters 3 millimeters high or thick, because then they're thick enough to stand up straight and all, but they're not too thick. This one doesn't need that much. There's a little bit in here. That's going to be an issue on the long run. I have to be very careful where I put my stuff, because I have this big drawer rolled out, which means that if I'm not careful, I'm going to bump my head. Because that drawer is right into the sunlight, which means that all my resin things with UV are currently curing in that drawer. Now, let's see how the wings went. I have 2 fingers. So first we're going to do is remove the test string. Then we're going to grab this plate, warp it into the air so it cools down quicker, because that way the wings will be easier to remove. That's one. And this is 2. It's also of the paid set. There will be freebies. There will be paid sets. And this is one of the paid sets. Right. I was like, wait, am I still already at set 2? Yes, I am already at set 2 because I already printed set 1. And that's the wrong one, the wrong button. I need this, so it doesn't get too thick. That's just a waste. Slice it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And it needs about 20 minutes, 6 grams of filament. So that might be just what's left on the roll. We'll find out soon enough. And this will go into the yet to be gessoed pile because there's no correction needed. And for those who wonder, what about the coins you spray painted? Yep, they're still drying. I don't think this needs any more. Just a little bit extra in the face. And the hair a little bit extra. So first it will start to clean the nozzle and heat up the print bed. Doesn't need much gesso. And in the end, I'm going to have to search which wings belong to which set. Little poet, Kira. His eyebrow. This one's still one of the old set. You can see it by the back. The old set has strokes or lines in the back. And the new set has a pattern. That's a pattern of the plate. You can have different patterns, but I noticed those are stickers. And you have to be careful to not get any air bubbles underneath stickers. And well, if it's just a sticker for patterns, then I'm like, nah, then I'm not gonna do that. Besides, like I said, I paint everything. I notice I need to drink, so I'm gonna hydrate a little bit. I don't even want to know how warm it is in here. I always keep my drinks away from where I craft so I can't accidentally clean my brush and paint water, even though I have it all in a bottle. So it is technically impossible, but I'm also the kind of person who just accidentally tips it over. And when I'm done 3D printing, I need to clean the back off my hot end. I think there's a little bit of lint over there. Magic Knight Ray Earth will get a reboot in the coming year. So I hadn't planned to release Umi next year, but now I have to. I haven't found out when just yet, because there's a reboot of Ranma. There's a reboot of, let's see, there's a new season of Apothecary Diaries. Of course, I have Mao Mao. And there's a reboot of Magic Knight Ray Earth. So I'm just, the schedule isn't completely fixed just yet, but if there are conflicting series with dates, for example, Ranma and Magic Knight Ray Earth are both in February, then I'll just see what fits best with that month. And if I don't have a Pokemon plank, because Pokemon are also going to be continued. Oh, that was my head. Bumped it. It's very hot outside, and not even the hottest. It's going to be a lot hotter tomorrow. Not looking forward to that. A lot of people are like, "Ooh, nice summery weather," but they really underestimate the risks, and they forget that there are people who really, really don't like the heat. So like, "Oh, it's so nice and warm in here. Nice summery feeling." And I'm like, I'm sweating my insert word off. So I am thinking about taking a thermometer along to my workplace tomorrow and show them how hot it can be. Almost forgot to check my 3D printer, but still going strong. Like I said, this one should have a notification if I've run out of filament. I just don't want to wait for that. There's a bit of stringing here I missed. Right, and a little bit of stringing. That was my head again. Luckily, this is the last one. And then next week, I can continue painting again because everything is gessoed. Spray painting the ones that need to be spray painted. We go. You can try. And that's all the gessoing I'm gonna do. Let's clean my brush. Some gesso in the head over here. That's why you want dedicated brushes for gessoing. I technically have dedicated gesso plates as well, but then I would need to get it. Why is there something sticky underneath my nail? I think there was a little bit of resin splinter. Okay, so that means this is done. How much lines left? About 6, 7. How much time left? 5 minutes. I also need a little restroom break, but I don't want to go. So I'm just gonna start my new project. It's a plain, very simple book stand. and a little pen holder that I lowered. So the original design is a bit higher. It's technically a pen holder, so you can put your pen in it. You have this one as well, but this one is a bit less heavy. And I want to paste these together. But for some reason, there's micro fibers on it. There we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is just stick it together. And then it will have to dry, of course. There is microstring inside it, so I have to be careful. Just gonna stick it together like this. I'm gonna leave a little bit of space behind it. And I will tell the reason why later on. First I'm gonna do it like this, and then I'm gonna do it like this. And I'm probably gonna need some weight on it. It's all gonna be painted. Doesn't really matter which side you pick, but I do want equal from both. So I'm just gonna use this popsicle stick. That's gonna be my ruler. So I'm just gonna put it down, and it's probably gonna need to dry a while before I gesso it. Okay, this is gonna need a while because I noticed that if you use it straight away, it's probably gonna. And the reason why wait, I don't think I can do it. I can just move this away and then put paint glue in there. So. And now this needs a while to dry. And I'm going to wait until it's dry before doing the other one, because otherwise I just completely forget which side is which, and then I have two of the same side. Showing this also as a popsicle stick. Yep. I'm going to melt a hole in here and here, so I can put some light through it. Another reason why I wanted this empty, so you can work away a little bit of the cable. Meanwhile, my blue is still going strong. How much time do you need? About a minute. Okay, so I'm not running out. Okay, that means I'm just going to take a little break because I need to go to the restroom. One moment. morning. I'm back. Hello, I'm back. And the wing has been finally printed. So I can start again with another set. This is one. Some extra waving. Wobble, 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 wobble. And this is two. Clean the plate. Let's see, can I reach my... No, I can't reach my hot end. At least not from that side. Can I reach it from here? Yes, I can. And I'm gonna need tweezers. And hello to the viewer. Let's see. Can I clean my hot ends from this side? No, can't reach it. Well, it's not bothering me and apparently not bothering the 3D printer. I am streaming, right? Yes, I'm audio streaming. Right, so that means I can start once again with a new set of wings. Part 7. And have it. It's one of my... It's still a good set of wings, but not one of my best. But anyway, slice it. Like I said, I have to keep an eye on it because the roll has almost emptied. 20 minutes, 5 grams of filament. So this is another set of 3D printed wings that will be for sale. Very minimal stringing, mostly micro stringing. No adherence issues. Is it already starting? Yes, it's currently heating up. Print bed, I think. What are you doing? Ah, it's downloading the set. Okay, so this is getting sticky. And now I need to put some in here. Oh, it's moving, it's moving. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, so this is gonna need a while to dry, but maybe if I can put it like this for a moment, I can grab the other one. First I need to clean it, of course, but because there is micro strings. Micro stringing isn't that bad. Currently cleaning the nozzle of my 3D printer. Okay, so it needs to go like this. And like this. Okay. So you can go and dry because you probably need a day to dry. Ah, there it is. Already was missing that. Okay, and I first want to... Okay, let's do it like this. And this, so I remember how to clean it, how to put it. So this is a bit of a bigger project. And this pen container was a free to download item. And this book end was a free to download. And if the worst happens and I do forget accidentally do both at the same, then I either just remove it or I'll just reprint it. Okay, so this needs to dry as well now, and then I'll add glue later. How about I put it on the part that has glue on it? Did I do it right? Yes, they are mirrored. I did it right. I did it right. Okay, so that's now drying, and that probably needs a week to dry. Let's check on my spray painted coins and my 3D printer, of course. Okay, my spray painted coins. How golden are they? I think I need to give them one more coat to make them nice and golden. Okay. Always test before you spray. May need another coat, but at least this goes a lot faster than painting by hand. How is, by the way, my jar of 3D print poopies? It's getting filled. There's a lot of things I need to recycle. Okay, so what else can I do at the moment? That's all painting, 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 sorting, painting, sorting. Well, I wanted to check this. So let's check it. First of all, this is also free to download item. So I want to see if I put a magnet in it. Which side is the magnet side? This side. If it can hold through the print. Answer, this magnet is not strong enough. Okay, now let's put this one on and I can stick it back. This is way too big, I know. Okay, so this magnet is strong enough, so I can keep it quite flat. And I'm gonna need these later. So I either use a thick magnet or a thin magnet. And I have a lot of thick magnets, but I have a lot of characters that need to become magnets, so that's fine. Am I seeing lint on my plate? Nope. Yep, 3D print goes fine. And it starts to print again. Is that micro or hair? That's a micro. Okay, so what else can I do at the moment? It's almost time anyway. I think I'll. What am I going to do? I am a bit stumped on what to do anyway, because everything is just gessoing. Oh, I dropped something. Let's hydrate. Hydration is good. I'm really looking for something to do right now, which is odd. Well, let's gesso then again. I still have a second plate, a second serving tray for gessoed items. I can put it on there. So sorry, today is very boring, per usual, by the way. So let's see. The coins are easily done and only need a single coat of gesso. Next week I want to start painting again. I have wings that need to be painted. Oh, and I really want to do this one. So everything needs to be gessoed, so it doesn't even matter that I'm doing it like this. So next week, or somewhere in between this, finishing the two standees. And while these get spray painted, by the way, I always do a little layer of gesso just so the paint will adhere a little bit better. Watch the head, mind the head. And the week after that won't be any streaming because of reasons. So next week is streaming, week after that is no streaming. I also have a convention in October coming up. And those who wonder, oh no, you're going to say that you're not going to be home. No, I'm not going to be home, but don't worry. Other people will be home because I'm going alone. That's why I'm comfortable saying that the house will be guarded by humans. Okay, let's put this away. So all these coins are going to be turned into magnets, hence why I'm not worried about not being able to use small magnets. And I have to keep a close eye on my 3D print because we're reaching the end of the roll. And then I need to plug in the other roll that's also almost done. So probably this is going to be two colored wings, which is fine. And I plan all these coins to be gold, hence why I'm using spray paint. And then I will fill all those holes with glitter because I have a gazillion glitters. Really, a lot of glitters. So this is also a way to get rid of all my glitters. Oh, how about I don't stuff my finger in there? There's a lot of coins over here. Old settings and new settings. And yes, I will end up with a huge amount of magnets. Maybe eventually, when they're all released, I'm going to sell them. Or maybe keep them. I have a huge whiteboard, so I have plenty of space for all my magnets. I technically have 3 huge whiteboards. And of course, the refrigerator. And I still haven't designed coins for all the characters just yet. For example, Malin and Irina still don't have a matching coin. I do think I have all the Serne Moon characters done. I just don't have all the characters done. And I decided I want something different for their soldier forms. Let's see, how is it going with my 3D printers? Going fine. Why are you letting go? I didn't say you should let go. Let's put something heavy on top of it. So, oh, no, that's not the way to go. Oh, get back, get back. This is the way it should go. It's okay if there's a little bit of space difference between them, but not that much as I created. Okay, are these matching ones? These are going to be spray painted anyway. No, these are both same wings. And the other one. Wait. Right. This is how they should go. And 2 more coins. Will this pair of wings be the dual color ones? Or will the next pair of wings be that? So we're in an hour almost. So and usually I stop after 2 hours, especially on a hot day like this. And things that are going to be spray painted technically don't really need gesso. But I am going to give it because of a smooth surface. And it just, the paint adheres a little bit better. So hopefully you need less coats. I'm very new to this, so I might be absolutely wrong. I'm new to 3D printing. I'm new to painting. Okay, I've been doing it for over a year now, but that doesn't mean I'm perfect with it. I still have a lot to learn. That's how I found out that resining things with bad UV resin doesn't really work. Plus it plugs the holes a bit, the gesso anyway. How much time does my 3D printer need? Less than a minute. Okay, so this one is also not going to be a two-colored one. The thing is, next week, if I don't fix it today, then I won't be able to do it until next week. Which of course is fine, by the way. I have plenty to paint, so it's not that much of a drama. It's just, I plan to do it today. There's still space on my drying tray, so let's continue with the gessoing. And try not to bump my head. And I was bumping my head again. Luckily my headphone, not my head, but electronics. They sometimes need kindness as well. Okay, so we're gonna gesso. Yeah, wings done. Let's gesso the characters, because those need more time anyway. Okay, let's first check my spool. Where's the end of it? Okay, well, unreachable for me right now. Wappa, 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 wappa. I had stuck filament and it didn't respond to that, so it kept on seeing filament despite not any filament coming through. This is one wing. Oh, let's put it into frame. And the other one. Well then. This was set 7. So now we move to set 8. And only 3 millimeters thick. It's plenty. Slice. Needs about 20 minutes. And 6 grams. And this is the final one of the current set. And the gold spray paint says dry in 10 minutes, so it should technically already be dry, but I'm always letting it a little bit dry, a bit longer. But I will soon inspect them. And if they're right, I'm going to spray the back of that. Because if they are magnets, they do need something on the back as well. So I'm gonna need a lot of glue. Luckily, I have a lot of glue. There's a lot of people shouting outside. And that's probably because they have a little pool in the backyard because it's so hot. And then, of course, that means you have to shout. Makes sense, right? It's getting all foamy again. But my bookend, that's probably gonna need a day to dry. It's good glue, but it takes a long while to dry. And sure, you could use hot glue, but I don't want to melt the PLA. Currently leveling the bed again. And if it doesn't match today, that I don't have a duotone wings, then it's fine. It'll just be next week. I have a lot of wings still to both print and paint. And sure, I can start mask painting, but I don't think I want to go mask painting. I want to do other things as well. So probably the streams are going to be a bit mishmash, even more than usual. Still leveling the bed. At least the sun is going down somewhat because it was very hot today. Still hot anyway. There we go. Now, you're a bit of priority and you're a character, so I want to do you. And then I have a couple of others here in a different jar. It's where I also keep my small things. Let's first do these. But I am going to finish the stream soon. I mean, I can still work a bit offline, but then at least I won't have the hot headset on. And then when I'm done here in the cool of my home, I'm going to continue editing my 6th novel. And my new tray with gesso characters is almost full anyway. keeping an eye on my 3D print. You know, the next, even if it does switch to the second color today, then I need to do it next time anyway. Because that's only a little snippet left. And there are things I want to print, but those need a lot of filament, which definitely is not on this roll anymore. So my serving tray of gessoed characters is pretty much full. Luckily, there's a little bit of space left for the tiny things that I still need to do. So considering it's about switching time for the filament, I'm going to end it here. So I can really focus on that. And I'll be seeing you next time. Bye bye.